I got up in the morning and she was not there. And I went around and I didn't think anything of it because I thought she went to a school, because she usually go to a school in the morning.
Sure, yeah, the call came in at around I think like 8:30 or 8:45, something like that. Call I think it came in like a missing persons. It came in like a possible abduction. I arrived at the residence of Bena-Weber at around I'd say almost 9:17. I arrived there.
She live, Bena-Weber live below the floor from me. And that moment, I can hear when she is leave. I am usually cooking and she is leave in the morning. I hear the door as she exit the house. But this morning, I hear her go to the door. And there is a pause. I never forget. I get this strange feeling. But when I came to the front door, I found it, the tiny little pill-looking thing, and apparently there was someone who heard the shot ring out.
They said they heard a shot. I was like, all right. Well, there was no sign of gunfire, but you never know. But she usually, she was on her way to work. Her backpack was there. She was gone. I'm thinking, abduction. Can't explain the shot, but some neighbors heard the shot. I'm thinking maybe it was a close range. It didn't leave any trace or nothing like that.
And then, bang! This shot I hear, I am full on the floor, like I am going to go through the floor. And then I feel a little dizzy. I feel a little dizzy. And then nothing.
Well, we have to collect evidence and make a report. It's standard, when you get a call like that. So we're collecting some things, looking through the backpack there for any sign. The purse was there with the wallet. And she brings over this little kind of... At first I thought it was like a cough drop or something. But then, it impressed me. I'm not going to lie to you. It impressed me. It impressed me a little bit when I looked at this thing. I don't know. There was something about it. It was like this little tiny little thing there. But it had like a little teeny, what looked like jean material, and then it had like a little bit of a shoe on it. And it was just weird, it was weird. So I was like, all right, well, let's, we'll run some tests. And so forensics got a hold of it, and they basically said, yeah, this is concentrated levels of human DNA like we've never seen before. And they called, someone from a laboratory or something, some sort of science person.
Yes. The situation with the young woman, female in question, Miss Ananda Bena-Weber, is no, it's very interesting. It's a case that I haven't seen the likes of a case like this really before in my career as a medical practitioner and a scientist. the case of a human implosion, although, definitely science concedes that this kind of thing is hypothetically possible, the occurrence of it in a regular human life situation, in this case on her way out the door to go to school, to go to teach in school, this is highly improbable, highly unusual, and really, it's very, I feel privileged to be asked to examine the case. No, I had never known anyone to die from implosion before, but I believe it. I believe it.
Because I had to add it to the report because it's my, it's my job. And they said possible spontaneous human implosion is how they said it, which I guess means, I don't understand. It took me a while to understand what that meant, implosion, human being. I've seen a human being explode before. Like I've seen like a body blowed up, with like the organs all over the floor and all over the ceiling and shit, and it's fucked up, you know what I mean? It's like fucked. But the implosion, it's really sort of hard to understand, and that's why they said it's like highly unlikely. Like they didn't even, it was theoretically possible, but not necessarily was it actually possible, because the thing is that it's like, if you can imagine the amount of pressure where all the organs and the bones and everything in the human body are actually compressed down into that little cough drop thing.
The external sort of pressures that were being applied to the young woman from all sides acted upon this store of energy that she somehow had within, and created sort of a hyper-concentrated magnetic center in the center of her person, if you will. And this hyper-concentrated magnetic center began to exude force in the form of pull, in the form of magnetism on all of the matter surrounding it. In this case, this matter consisted of the flesh, bone, blood, and bodily materials of the young girl herself. And thusly, the flesh and bones aforementioned were pulled and contracted into this magnetic in a single instant. When these two pressures paradoxically met with one another, atoms collided, and the sound of a shot rang out as all of her external human form body was pulled and compressed into a single unit about the size of a Tic Tac or sucrette, which the lover found in the morning after hearing the sound, came from the bedroom, and by the front door next to Bena-Weber's backpack there was the item lying there. And I think she could come back, maybe if we put it in water, then she could be reinvigorate, and we could be together once more. I don't know, it's very sad. In terms of rejuvenating Bena-Weber, it seems highly unlikely. Even if we could sort of deconcentrate and reform the body, my guess is that the impact and the severe trauma to get
the body of a fully grown 30-year-old woman into a unit the size of a secret would have pretty much destroyed any possibility for the returning of the organs to functioning, the bones having been, in my guess, most likely completely pulverized and all the muscular units compacted with the organs to the point where I don't know that they'll be necessarily clearly decipherable to the naked eye. Yes, it's most unfortunate, but a major gift for the science community to be able to study this so that we can better understand and or prevent such cases happening in the future. And we're very grateful to the Bena-Weber family for their tremendous patience and their participation in the furthering of science for the benefit of all humanity. And I'm sure that we can all remember Bena-Weber with love and remembering all the good that she's done for all of us to help in research to prevent further cases of human spontaneous implosion from occurring. Thank you.